Kendal Fell is covered in a pattern of perpendicular bumps and troughs. They're everywhere.
They're even right on the path here. You see, up, down, up, down. What are these long lumps running down the hill? Ancient tombs? Secret tunnels? Just a bit of dirt? To find the answer to that question, we need to go back to the Middle Ages.
Last week we spoke about time. Today we're going to speak about past people's sense of space. What did they use the land for? How did they divide it? And what evidence have they left for us today?
These are called ridges and furrows. They were formed by medieval ploughing, moving dirt from the furrow into the ridge to create these series of long strips running down the hillside. We're walking along a furrow now. In the Middle Ages, each family was given one of these furrows to cultivate their own crops on, and each other family was given their own furrow. And this was how they divided up some of the land. The rest of the land, where you don't see these ridges and furrows, was used as communal grazing. These big open fields where each family would be allowed to put some of their livestock. What a view from here! What a view! There's two things we've got a lot of in Kendal. It's rain and hills. You'll see that a lot of the furrows point down the hill, and that's because one of their jobs was to channel water down off the hills and into the valley below. Sometimes you find ridges and furrows in unexpected places. Not in trees, admittedly. If you look carefully enough, you can see them all over the place, all over Kendal Fell. Look, here we've got I'm standing in a furrow, and there's a ridge here, and then another furrow, and then another couple of ridges. Let's go! There's some more here as well, if you see them. Ridge, furrow, ridge, furrow, ridge. It might not be very clear, these ones, so I'll try and have a play with some camera settings at home, and we'll see if we can see them better.
Okay, this one isn't very clear, admittedly, but can you see the furrow lines heading down the hill? Let's try another.
If you are going to look for ridges and furrows, if you come when the sun's low enough in the sky, the shadows will show them up really well. Standing here, I'm reminded how lucky we are, really. We have on Kendal Fell this amazing history, this archaeology, and we've combined that with one of the nicest views to have, I'd say, on your small farm. And that same combination of natural beauty and cultural heritage attracted golfers here. And in 1879, Kendal Golf Club, then Cunswick Golf Club, acquired some of the land. They commissioned famous Scottish golfer Old Tom Morris to survey the land and build a golf course with them. He famously remarked,
"The fell is admirably adapted for golfing purposes, and in such an admirable situation."
So what was once a medieval farming innovation has become an interesting feature for both golfers and walkers. But why should we care as archaeologists?
There's more down here, can you see them? Ridges and furrows are a really cool piece of archaeology to look for. They're around almost every former medieval town, and they look like just bumpy bits of ground. People walk past them, I've walked past them for years, but they're not. They're marks made by humans in the past. They're not a mysterious plaque, nor are they a big, loud, exciting cannon or a mysterious bunker. But what they are evidence of how archaeology can change the way we look at the world. To people who didn't know, they look just like bumps in the ground, a bit of lumpy turf, but they're not. That's really special. Isn't it just amazing? Once you start looking for them, you see them everywhere. It's brilliant. archaeology can change the way we see the everyday world.
We can find things literally under our feet, and we can use these to learn about the past. Ridges and furrows are things you can find everywhere, so I'd encourage everyone to go out and do that. And if you do find any, let me know below. Until then, enjoy your own adventures, and thank you very much for watching.
Oh, it's spiky. It's spiky. Okay. Oh. Ditches and furrows. Ah! I think I'm stuck.